Hi YouTube, long time no see. I did not disappear, I promise, and I'm so sorry. It's been weeks since I made my last update. I've had a lot going on, and to be truthful, I have been making videos, but I haven't posted them yet, and I will be posting them probably starting now. But today is the start of something new, and my channel, my vlog here on YouTube is going to morph into something a little bit differently, and I'm going to tell you about it. I just got home from an appointment. I had to go to the doctor, not because I'm sick, not because of anything that's wrong, but I am expecting a baby. Yay! We're excited. It was a big surprise, but very, very welcome and excited, and I have all kinds of things to talk about. I am so excited to be making these vlogs because when I first found out that I was expecting, I immediately did a search online and a search on YouTube trying to find other people who have gone through pregnancy after gastric bypass. And we all know Rebecca and AJ did. And there's another one, it slipped my mind. I found a couple different video vlogs, but there's really not a whole lot out there chronicling this whole experience. And so I am so excited to be bringing you this information because I think it's going to be very valuable to our community, and it's going to be like an encyclopedia of all this stuff. I mean, I'm going to do my best to bring you everything as true and real, and yeah, all the good and the bad that comes along with having a baby after gastric bypass that I can. So I'm really excited about this vlog, and I hope that somebody out there finds it helpful. So let's get started. So today I went to the doctor because they needed to confirm with a blood test that I was pregnant. I am about 6.5, almost 7 weeks along at this point, according to my last menstrual cycle. And I took a test about a week past when I was due, and it was like instantly positive. It was very, very positive. I think I talked about this on one of my other little clips I've made that I haven't uploaded yet, so I'm trying to do my best not to repeat myself in what I've said in those videos. But I want to post this one first because there's just like a whole bunch of stuff that I need to go over, and I'm sure it's going to be easily a 10-minute video. So first things first. So I had my appointment today. They confirmed my pregnancy with a pee test. I had to pee in the cup, and also they drew like 5 vials of blood out of my arm. My doctor is awesome, and she is very familiar with my weight loss surgery, the gastric bypass that I had. I had my surgery about 16 months ago now, and according to my doctor, I'm really in the ideal time frame to conceive and to have a baby, and so my body is perfectly capable of sustaining the pregnancy, of nutritionally, providing enough to grow the baby, and still keeping in mind my health and best interests as well. So I was happy to hear that because I didn't really know what she was going to say, being that the pregnancy was a surprise. So oh, the other thing I'm going to mention, I know a lot of you guys are my friends on Facebook. I'm not posting information about my pregnancy or that I'm even pregnant yet on Facebook because while we have told most of our family, we still have some friends and family that live long and far away, and they have not been told yet. And, adding on to this whole thing that we're going through right now, we're also planning a wedding. And our wedding date is set for September 18th, so that's coming up really short. So yeah, I have a lot on my plate right now, and I guess not everybody who's going to be at the wedding knows that I'm pregnant, and we're not really broadcasting it. So not that I'm ashamed of it, but I guess my parents are a little old-fashioned, and so they're kind of just hoping that once we're married, people kind of won't really put 2 and 2 together, and surprise, there's a baby. So whatever, not a really big deal, but there is no need for posting congratulations or anything like that on my Facebook. We'll just leave it off there. I am on Twitter. For those of you who don't know, I'm FaithKP on Twitter if you want to look me up. And I will be tweeting things about pregnancy. And everything I tweet on Twitter is usually related to weight loss, gastric bypass, or now pregnancy. So if you're interested in that stuff, you can find me on there. God, this video might have to be a two-parter because I'm already at 5 minutes. Anyway, okay, so my appointment today, they took blood, and they gave me this little welcome packet, and I got some really cool stuff. They gave me Fit Pregnancy magazine, which is awesome because it has lots of tips on, you know, healthy eating, things you're not supposed to have. I've been really trying to eat healthy. I think I'm doing pretty well considering my weight had pretty much stabilized at 171 when I found out I was pregnant, and then I actually lost a few pounds the first couple of weeks, and now I'm back up at 170, so I'm still under what I started out as, and that's fine. So I'm just really trying to keep my cravings under control and keep my portions, you know, small but regular, which actually really helps keep away the morning sickness too. That was one of my questions that I had about to other people who'd gone through pregnancies after gastric bypass, is if you can get morning sickness, because I was kind of thinking that because my stomach was really small and it's not quite the same, it doesn't have all the acids and things in it that other normal pregnant women have, that maybe I would be really lucky and be able to not have morning sickness this time around. But no, alas, it has set in about the last week. I am very nauseous in the mornings and all the way up until lunchtime usually, and then it kind of tapers off, and then sometimes we'll set back in the evenings if I don't keep on a regular schedule of eating every couple of hours, just something small, high protein, which is how we're supposed to eat anyway. So I'm really not changing anything with my diet. The only difference is that I'm taking prenatal vitamins, and I think most of you know that I really like the gummy vitamins. That's what I was taking for my regular vitamin. Vitafusion just came out with gummy prenatals. So excited. And it was so funny because it's like the day I found out that I was pregnant, I was running out of vitamins, had to go to the store and grab something, and brand new on the shelves was this gummy prenatal. And it was great because I was bummed that I was going to have to take nasty horse pill prenatals and I wouldn't get my yummy candy prenatals vitamins anymore, and these are pretty good. Although I have to say, they're really, really sweet, and the last couple days, because I've been a little more nauseous, they almost churn my stomach a little bit. But I think if I start taking them in the afternoon when I'm not as nauseous, it'll probably be okay. Anyway, this is what I'm taking, and my doctor says they're great. They have, you know, the extra folic acid and the DHA and all that good stuff that you're supposed to have in them. So I have these, along with like a myriad of other vitamins that my doctor wants me to also take. I'm still taking my B12, still taking my iron. I'm taking a separate folic acid pill on top of this, and I'm also supposed to be taking vitamin D, which I haven't started yet, and I'm also taking calcium. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff. It's a meal in itself, just for the vitamins, let me tell you. But it's worth it. So, vitamins. The other thing is, you all know that I had the addiction to McCafes. Well, McDonald's does not make those in decaf, so unfortunately I had to quit that habit. But what I just found today is that I can go to Tully's, and they do have decaf. So they make me a venti decaf sugar-free vanilla iced coffee. It doesn't have any cream in it, but I tell them to leave a little room for cream, and I bring it home and I pour some 1% milk in it. So it's not as good as McCafe. Definitely not. I think the caffeine, the lack of caffeine probably has something to do with that. But this will be my substitute from now on. So I wanted to share that with you guys, so that you know that I'm not having caffeine, which is probably better for me anyway. Anyway, so with my welcome packet, I got Fit Pregnancy magazine. I also got this packet for new parents. It's like a whole bunch of coupons and another magazine, and I mean, they gave me all kinds of stuff. I have this calendar that shows like every month. It gives you ideas of healthy exercise. It shows what your baby looks like that month, and what's developing, and what kind of foods are really good for you to be eating. It's actually a really cool calendar. So that came free from my doctor. Anyway, and just a bunch of other paperwork, like informational kind of stuff. What else was I going to tell you? Oh, okay, I'm going to make part 2 of this video because I still have a couple more things that I want to show you. And yeah, so stay tuned for part 2.